Hello Sagittarius, Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. How you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks for clicking here, my fire family. I've been doing these readings for all the signs throughout this week. This is the in-between, Sagittarius. We are in between the September 7th full moon in Pisces, the lunar eclipse, the full lunar eclipse, and now coming up on the 21st is the partial solar eclipse in Virgo, which is going to be something. It's going to be something, but I'm telling you, right now is the time in the in-betweens, Sagittarius, especially for you, because you're quite psychic. I would say be careful what you say, be careful what you wish for, be careful who you're speaking of. If you don't want to see those people from the past, please don't let their name leave your lips, because those people are going to be crossing paths with you. Look, I just experienced this not too long ago after the full moon. We were mentioning a certain person in our group of people. We sure missed this person, and all of a sudden they popped up. I'm just saying. So be careful. This Pisces full moon was all about release, right? It was all about pulling up your old patterns, and it's kind of like taking a flashlight into the basement, and in the dark you find that there are things that were stuck underneath that need to be ousted. You thought you threw them away last season, but you didn't, and they're still there. So this is a time to release control. It's a rebirth after the release, which is a full moon. Full moons are always the release. So expect the unexpected. Emotional surges could still be terrorizing you at this time, because Pisces is very emotional. And this is the great spiritual reset. That's what we're in right now. Not just personal, world reset. The universe is bringing things into alignment spiritually. So what can you do? Because now is not the time to manifest. I'm just saying, what can you do? You can pause. You can think. You can meditate. I would say journal your dreams, or just journal in general. But I would say distinguish what you can influence, and then let the rest go. Look, Virgo is coming up on the 21st. Virgo is always encouraging us to clean up and reorganize our lives, and this is going to be a time where things are going to drop away without your sign off. So be ready for redirection, and the things that fall away are just here to clear your path, friend. So, oh boy, and is it ever. Look, something happening really quickly for you here. It feels like there is someone that you possibly have been wanting to bridge a distance with. It feels like that there is possibly you've been getting signs or symbols. We're looking at card number 38, which is an 11. So maybe you're seeing ones, possibly. But it looks like with this bridge here that there is somebody here that maybe is on your mind. Somebody that you do want to wrap things up with. Someone that you want to meet part way. And we've got card number 10. Look, the end of the cycle is here. So I feel like there's been an ending, or the end of the cycle is here. And I think that you've been thinking about this person for a while. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. But the Scythe is something that happens really quick. It's like with one fell swoop, all of a sudden something is done. I've cut it out. So I feel like there could be somebody who maybe you want to bridge the distance with, and possibly you think that you're coming back together for this grand walk off into the sunset, but they're just coming back to close the door, and that's it. We've got the card number 33. This is creativity. This is about being on the right path. And we've got the 8 of Pentacles. It feels like you've been working really hard to maybe get up the nerve to communicate with someone, or to ask the universe for something. It feels like you've got the key to the cage. The door is open. You've left the door open for someone to return. But I feel like that person is hesitating, or maybe you're wondering, should I really ask for it? Just going to say, be careful, because like the mask is falling. The mask is slipping here. There is somebody in your life here, maybe multiple people, that you're going to start seeing them for who they really are, instead of what you wanted to see them as. You know, we always when the relationship comes by and we didn't want to let it go, but it left anyway. And sometimes we think about all the good times in that relationship, but we fail to recognize that there was a reason that we let it go, or the reason that it was taken out of our path. We have card number 30 here. So there is some sort of a romantic type union, I would say. And I feel like you just need some clarity, or you want some clarity. I think somebody here wants someone to come back and say sorry, and, you know, have the reunion. But I feel like if there is any sort of reconciliation, I feel like it is only to close the door and to say, look, I'm sorry it happened that way. And it's been on my mind. You've been on my mind. I've been feeling terrible about the way things have gone. But it's time for us to close the door. Got a new deck here. It's called the Places Oracle. And I like it because it's kind of ambiguous. And we've got, look at this. Got that in there. What's this? Ooh, the anchor. Something's coming from the bottom to the top here, my friend. So this deck is really cool because it is places, literal places. So things could be taking place in the specific places that are on the card, but it's also up to interpretation, right? And I will treat some of these cards metaphorically, and some of them I will treat literally. And let's find out what we've got here. By the way, I'm not doing any extensions on these in-between readings. I'm still doing weekly readings, still working on those. And you will get extensions for the weekly readings. Let's find out what is going on for Sagittarius in the in-between. What can you expect? We've got damp and rainy realm. It says moisture abounds, wet serenity, drizzle delight. It feels like emotions to me. It feels like emotions are about to come to the surface here. We've got the garden. It says floral delights, gardening joy, blossoming colors, and plant care. It does feel like there's something you planted a while ago that is going to bloom. I don't think that you're expecting it to bloom, but I feel like it's going to raise some emotional things within you because we've got this damp and rainy realm. It feels like something is happening. For some of you, it might be someone who wants to reconcile or build a bridge between you and them. And it's not that for everybody. We are in a general reading. Please remember that. But something here is happening really quickly. It feels like something is blooming. It feels like some sort of seed you planted back there is about to show up again. It could be about a person, but it also could be a resume you put out there. It also could be something to do with money. Maybe you have put money into something. And now it's going to appreciate, right? We've got the coffee house. It says coffee, tea, artesian brews, pastry indulgence. It does feel like somebody here is going to be contacted. Whether this person is from the past or not, it's going to be different for all of you. So you can tell me if this person is your past person or not. But somebody here, I think, is going to ask you kindly to meet them out for coffee. It feels like somebody here wants to indulge in some communication over a coffee or a tea, and it feels like somebody's mask is slipping. Now, I don't think that that's a bad thing. I feel like somebody is about to show you exactly who they are, because I think that back there, whether this is a friend or a romantic thing that I'm talking about, or an employer or somebody you've worked with, this person is about to show you who they truly are. I feel like there is a mask slipping here. We've got the place of reminiscence. And it says nostalgia, memories, sentimental childhood, reflection. Look, for some of you, it is somebody that you did spend some meaningful time with. Because nostalgia and memories is like, I really like to revisit those feelings or those memories. They're sentimental here. Childhood reflections, it says. It could be someone you've known from childhood. Could be anybody really, someone that you've known before, someone that you've worked with, someone from the past nonetheless. Let's look at some tarot and find out what else we've got to tell you. Sagittarius, this is an auspicious time, man, if there is anybody. Any open doors, I was just going to say, those doors are going to fly open, and I feel like you're going to be bringing things to an end or reconciling things, and that doesn't always mean that we're going to stay together romantically. Could be a friend. Look at that. What's behind here? Can you guess? Practice your psychic stuff. Ready? Okay, we've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse and the Tower. Somebody here, I feel, has been feeling the pain but not able to close the chapter. It feels like somebody here has not been able to close the cycle with you, and I think that's why they're coming back, because they feel terrible about what they did or said. And so this person is coming back to finally close the door and shift everything. Their mask is falling. They might ask you to come out for a coffee. It feels like there's seeds you planted within this person. It's almost like you, I feel like you taught them something through words or through seeds that you planted. This person is feeling very emotional about your connection, but they also feel as though you've left the door open. I think that you've left the door open for them and said, look, anytime you need to come by, you go ahead and do that. And I don't think that they took that as literal, but I think that they are now because their mask is falling. Tell me about Sagittarius, please. We've got the Hermit energy. Somebody is suffering in silence. They cry by themselves. It feels like if they don't cry, they feel very emotional, on the verge of tears. Somebody here is has found their light. It feels like somebody here has found their light and they have realized what they've done. They're going over all the details of what happened back there between you. We've got the Devil energy here. It feels like they've got a connection or an attachment to you that they can't let go of. It feels like bringing you to mind, Sag, reminds them of these roses or these flowers. You smell good, you're delicate, possibly you have great skin, just beautiful to look at. Whether you're the feminine or the masculine, it feels like this person remembers how you smelled. Like maybe you wore a certain scent or a cologne if you're men, right? And this person remembers your smell. Whenever they smell that scent, it reminds them of you. Maybe it's coffee or tea. Maybe y'all just went out for a lot of late night coffees and conversation. We've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, isn't that interesting? Because it feels like this person is probably meeting up with you because they have some sort of a long-term something or other that either is over or is coming to an end. And I feel like they're checking in with you. I don't think they're going to tell you this, by the way. I don't think that they're going to tell you, but Sagittarius, you are among some of the most psychic in the astrological world, and I feel like you're going to know. If you know this person from here, if you know them from nostalgia, memories, sentimental times, childhood reflection, if you know them from reminiscing, you're going to know. Tell me more about Sagittarius. We've got the Two of Wands. Oh boy, right. This is very interesting, Sag. We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Judgment card. We'll look at this one here because it came out. We've got the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is in the reverse. Somebody's had an aha moment or realization here. We've got the Five of Pentacles. They are feeling terrible. All right, so it does feel like this Hermit energy with the Two of Wands. There is somebody here who is reminiscing, I believe, or going over the self now. I feel like they're pointing back at themselves. The Hermit energy is where we go for self-preservation. We go to look over ourselves. What did we do? Are we enough? Do we have enough? Like Virgo's very hard on themselves, and so they're always doing the reassessment. And so I feel like this Hermit energy is that. Somebody here is reassessing, look what I've done. It's making them feel very emotional about what they have done. And it feels like they're feeling stuck. They're not sure whether they should reach out. They're not sure whether they should take action, but somebody is making a plan in Hermit energy. And that tells me that somebody doesn't want anyone else to know their plan. So they're doing it quietly and under the surface. We've got the Seven of Wands and we've got the Devil energy. I feel like someone here thinks that you think they are the devil, that you think that they are terrible and awful, and that if they were to approach you, Seven of Wands, that you wouldn't let them in. You wouldn't even let them pass the gate. And truthfully, some of you probably won't. And those of you who will not let them pass the gate, there's no feeling bad about that. All that means is that you've healed from it. And bravo to you if you've healed from it. But there are some people who didn't get a chance to explore everything, or who still need the lesson. Maybe it was a broken contact and you didn't get the lesson you were supposed to get. And that's why you can't move on. It has nothing to do with being weak. It has nothing to do with anything like that. I feel like the Devil energy is an obsessive thought pattern that you were not able to let go of, and neither were they. I feel like you're connected through the Hermit and the Devil energy. It feels like it's obsessive thought patterns from the inner self. We've got this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, which has come up under the coffee house, which is quite interesting because it feels like there is someone who's feeling in lack, or they're feeling like they're not enough. It feels like somebody who'd worn a mask with you. And when I say that, what I mean is that I feel like they had feelings for you all along, but they didn't want to show you for some reason. So the coffee house is here, and I feel like somebody feels like being in your presence is almost like decadent, like an indulgence. You might have this thing with them. You might be a person who went out for late night coffees or spent a lot of time speaking over coffee or tea, or maybe they work at your favorite coffee house, or maybe that's where you meet them at the favorite coffee house in the lineup. But it feels like somebody here, they're not going to tell you, but I think that you're going to know that there is something major in their life that is coming to an end. So it might be a long-term relationship, or maybe it's a long-term job, or maybe they're selling off businesses. It feels like they're having a major shift in their life that has to do with their pentacle world. So maybe material wealth, maybe a long-term relationship. Feels like something that they thought was going to last forever is not lasting forever. It's fallen into the 5 of Pentacles. We've got the Judgment card here. And so with the Judgment card, it feels like the universe is saying to this person, look, you have a chance to make things right. You have a chance to be reborn into a new cycle, or change your life around in a 180 kind of way and make things right, or get back on the path that you wanted to get back on before you got lost on the path. We're going to look at these energies here with the Lenormand. I really feel like something here is going to happen really quickly because the cycle is over. And it feels like it's been moving slow up till now because we've got the Knight of Pentacles in the bottom right-hand corner. But the scythe is what they used to use to harvest wheat. And you had to keep the scythe very sharp in order to just get it with one swipe. And so it feels like something is going to happen really quickly. But with the bridge being here, it feels like somebody here is going to receive maybe communication from somebody that they've been waiting on for a very long time, but it's going to come in quickly. Somebody is standing at the gate. Somebody wants to make something right. There it is. The Justice card is here. Somebody is standing at the gate. They want to make something right. They might be driving by your home, or trying to look at you from a distance to figure out what it is that they can do to make something right with you. But the Justice card is all about bringing things into balance, doing something right, or being honest or truthful about something. And so this person is going to say to you, look, I've been sitting here in the cage. I've got the key. The door is open. I know you said to come back anytime that I want, but I don't think that I could do that. I feel like with this Justice card here that somebody needs to bring justice back into the situation, which means that they want to restore something or make something right or make something just. We've got the 10 of Cups. And we've got the King of Swords. Somebody's going to be very honest about what truly makes them happy. Somebody here is going to make you incredibly uncomfortable, because I feel like when this person shows up, you think that they are still in a relationship, or you think that they're still married, first of all. Second of all, I think you've known this person for a dog's age, whether you worked with them or they're from your childhood, or they could even be a member of the family. Take that into consideration as well, because the 10 of Cups is here, Nostalgia is here, and the King of Swords is here. It could be a father, could be a mother, right? Somebody that you really didn't get along with, or someone that you don't get along with because they're very honest. But I feel like for some of you, this could be this mask that's slipping. Somebody is coming to you as the King of Swords and is finally showing you the truth, the honesty, the facts. They're going to finally spit facts to you about what's been going on in their relationship. Or even if they don't say it, I feel like you know it under the surface. The King of Swords is somebody who's making a decision, the best decision for everyone involved, whether people around me like it or not. I've got to make the right decision. And so with the 10 of Cups here, this person's making a decision about their happiness or their family life. But they do need to bring their life back into balance, and that's why they want to speak with you. I feel like you're a person who planted seeds with them back here. And I don't mean romantic seeds. I mean that you gave them advice, or you said something to them. And I feel like it was something of a King of Swords nature, whether you're the feminine or the masculine. You said something incredibly honest to this person, and I think that they were angry, because I feel like ye are a witch, and I feel like whatever you said probably ended up transpiring here. We've got the 7 of Swords in the reverse. What the heck? Look, that Hangman came back out again. So you want to know what they're planning here under the surface because of the Hermit energy here. They're planning to reveal something to you. The 7 of Swords is here. They've been lying to you all along and wearing this mask, and they're going to tell you something, something truthful and honest about feelings, about the heart space, about how they feel about something. Doesn't have to be romantic. The cups aren't always about romance, right? They're about emotions and feelings and how I feel about something and how things flow. We've got the Hanged Man in the reverse. Look, when the Hanged Man is in the reverse, I've already got my perspective. This is the aha moment. Now I get it. Now I get what I should have done. And all of this rushes to the surface and is making someone very emotional. I think it's been happening since the Pisces full moon. We've got Pisces energy here, but the Seven of Swords is here. Tell me what they're going to reveal, because somebody here is making a plan about how they're going to say it truthfully, honestly, and they're making a plan about how they're going to reveal something to you. What are they going to reveal to Sagittarius, please? It's going to be very emotional. Don't be surprised if this person cries when they tell you whatever they're going to tell you. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Eight of Cups. Oh boy. And we've got the Faith card. There it is. Somebody is departing from their relationship. And yeah, I'm a little bit psychic like that sometimes. But we have the Eight of Pentacles. And as you can see this particular, when you look at it from a distance, what do you see? You see 5 Pentacles, right? The 5 of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck. You see 5 Pentacles, although this card is the Eight of Pentacles. But when we look close up, we see that there are plans for 3 more Pentacles. Somebody here is working on it. So I feel like somebody here is working on putting someone else out in the cold. They are looking at departing their commitment. The Faith card is here. This is somebody who's very strong, very sturdy. This person isn't making a decision hastily. They're not making it quickly. This person is somebody who has realized that they've chosen wrong, or that they made the wrong decision back there. And now with the Justice card, they have to make something right. So I feel like this person here is working on departing from something here. It's making them very emotional, but I feel like you are like their, what do I want to call it? I think that in the past, I think for some of you, you were their emotional healing person. I think that this person was somebody who came to you for advice, or who would say something to you and you would give advice. Because I feel like you are a person who is kind of psychic like that. And I think these are the seeds that you planted with this person. You may have said to them, I hope that you're happy. Like, go ahead and do what it is that you need to do. And I'm always going to be here for you as your friend, as whomever, whatever your capacity is in their life. I think you planted those seeds, and I feel like that person has been obsessively thinking about that. But I do believe that there was a departing here. Tell me about the Devil. I think that somebody here is almost in fear of you. I feel like you are in fear of somebody contacting you and saying, look, can we go out for a coffee? Because you know that this person is married, or you know that this person is in a commitment. Hierophant showing up, right? You know that this person is already connected to someone else. And so it makes you nervous to meet them. But I feel like you're meeting them undercover. I feel like they're not telling anybody. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the King of Wands. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. Look, somebody's holding back. They've been holding back from this connection, even though the King of Wands is here. The King of Wands is somebody who just wants to go get it. I just want to go get it. I know what I want. I'm inspired to go. I feel like the Queen of Cups energy here, Queen of Cups energy and the King of Wands, I think that this could be your energy too, by the way, because you're Sagittarius, right? This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. I feel like this person is keeping their passionate feelings under the surface. I think they're keeping them buried really deep down. I feel like this person sees you as someone who's compassionate, kind, and loving, possibly a great mother or a father. This person, though, I feel like they are holding back is like I'm telling you, they were holding back as hard as they can because the Devil's here. And the Devil's like, go, do it. You know you want to do it. Come on. You know Sag is hot stuff, fiery, right? You want to do it. Go ahead, do it. They're showing up as the King of Wands and the Devil with the Devil here. I feel like this Four of Pentacles is them with all of their might holding back from the Devil energy. Because I really, like I think I said in the sneak peek for the week, it feels like they have such passion for you. They want to climb you like a tree. But I feel like they are trying to hold back as hard as they can. Tell me about this coffee house, please. It's 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Judgment card. Something is about to change here. You're about to learn something that I think is confirming your intuition. Oh, Amy, that's all I'm going to say. I know you're watching, Amy. Okay, we've got the Five of Wands. We've got the Five of Pentacles, and we've got the Nine of Wands. This person is telling you that they're exhausted. I feel like they're burnt out. They're exhausted. They can no longer carry the lies they've been carrying. They feel disconnected from their partnership. They feel like they could be worried about leaving their partnership because they might end up having some sort of a financial impact, because the Five of Pentacles is here, Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse, Five of Wands is here. This person's really fighting themselves. There's something here that's about to change quickly, which makes sense because the Judgment card is here. And when the Judgment card shows up, something is going to change. However you react to it is up to you. But 2 5s for me, as you know, is if you've been watching me long enough, is, to me, that's something that is going to happen fairly quickly here. Somebody's coming to you because they're trying to make a quick decision about what to do next. What are they going to tell you at the coffee house, Sag? Oh boy, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, these cards are just clear as day. They're going to try and hold back from telling you that they want a new beginning with you because the Two of Cups is here with the Page, and it's going to shock your shoes off. It's going to shock you. Yeah, it's going to be something that is surprising and shocking. But it's going to confirm your intuition because the Page of Cups is here. It's going to confirm your intuition. Somebody's revealing something, which is that they're departing from some sort of a connection or a commitment. Commitment could be a job, could be that they're overhauling their life. Take it as it resonates. It doesn't always have to equate to love. But we do have the Star here. They're coming in to heal it with you. And that's really what's going down. Well, there's that Tower. We started out with that, didn't we? Yeah, I feel like the shift is here, my friend. Holy shift, it's here. Yeah, the Star is here. And you know, the Tower and the Star, they go together, right? Card 16, card 17. This is a very soft Tower. This is a very soft shift. This is something that's going to heal everything because of truth. The truth of everything is going to be told, and the truth is what's going to set you free. The truth shall set you free, my friend. I'm just going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back, and I'm coming back with weekly readings. You guys take care of yourselves. I'm out. Bye-bye.